Welcome into the recap of another embarrassing, pathetic, just awful performance by the Chicago Cubs offense as they lose to the worst team in Major League Baseball, the Colorado Rockies, for the second consecutive ball game in Denver at Coors Field. I'm David Kaplan. It's brought to you by our great partners at Lakeside Bank. Lakeside Bank, where every Lakeside client has their own Lakeside banker. That's why my wife and I have been clients for more than 20 years. Lakeside Bank, it's about time. Folks, it's about time that heads start rolling. You cannot just, well, we lost again, and we'll keep trying, and we'll just run the same guys out there. That's a bunch of garbage. At some point, this is professional sports. There are millions and millions of dollars at stake. At some point, you have to change what you're doing, whether that is that coach, that executive, that manager, that guy in the organization, whoever can spark something so this team doesn't look like they don't give a flying you-know-what, somebody's got to walk the plank. That's it. You have to wake people up. People are too comfortable. Oh, well, I'll stand there and I'll take my pound of flesh because I haven't been good enough. I don't give a flying you-know-what to hear from another player tell me, we're working hard, we're trying, I've been bad. Yeah, no shit, you've been bad. Michael Lorenzen came into the game with an ERA north of 8. And guess what you did tonight offensively against Michael Lorenzen, who's absolutely horrible. 2 hits in 5 innings. 2. 1 run scored on a ground out. Thank you, Ballesteros. And you made it almost stand up until Jacob Webb rolled in. 2-run home run in the 8th. Ian Happ saves your ass, and he hits a home run in the top of the 9th. And then Danny Palencia, leadoff walk. Can we throw it 108, Daniel? I mean, talk about looking like you're completely trying to overthrow. JD even talked about it on the TV broadcast on Marquee. I mean, it is unbelievably pathetic that this team was 27-12, and they're now 34-34. What a freaking joke. They deserve all of your ridicule. They deserve all of your boos because doesn't look to me like they're doing anything to try and change it. Does it look like that to you? I don't see massive change. I don't see people pissed off. I just see people resigned to their fate. Well, we'll show up tomorrow, and hopefully things will be better. You can't hit Michael Lorenzen, you suck. Player of the game, I'm going to give it to the aforementioned Michael Lorenzen. I could give it to the dude who hit a home run, but I don't even know who the hell he is for the Rockies. So I'm going to tell you, Michael Lorenzen is the Gallagher Insurance Player of the Game. AJG.com. Been working with Chicago businesses for since 1927. Almost 100 years. Best in the biz. So Michael Lorenzen, you are the Gallagher Player of the Game. Sinus and Snoring MD, they sponsor Inside the Box Score. I'll just tell you, I don't snore. I'm probably not going to sleep well tonight because I'm freaking pissed off. We've got a power failure at my house. I had to get in my car, drive here to the studio so I could record this because I'm furious at the BS we're watching from the Chicago Cubs. But I won't snore. I can tell you that. SinusandSnoringMD.com. This will be the fastest Inside the Box Score. The Chicago National League Ball Club. Here's what they did tonight. For their $240 million payroll, you got a hit out of PCA, a triple. He scored on the ground out by Ballesteros. You got a hit out of Bush. You got a hit out of Happ, the homer, a hit out of Suzuki, and a hit out of Horner. That'll be all against the worst team in all of baseball, and that's all you could put together. But they'll run the same group of guys because, you know what Craig says? Well, you never know when guys are going to break out. You may find your ass back at your house in Whitefish Bay, Wisconsin, if you're not careful, because if I was the owner of the team, there'd be freaking change coming. I don't care what it would cost me, because I was big enough to own that team, I'd be a billionaire and I'd buy out a bunch of the bullshit contracts. That's what I'd do. This is a joke, what we're watching here. God dang, wait all winter for my favorite team to play and they look like this? Huh, there'd be change coming, I can promise you that. Big time change. Starting pitching matchup brought to you by our great partners at Hooters, originalhooters.com. I could go for some wings right now because I'm not going to sleep. Imanaga was excellent. 5 innings, 2 hits, no runs, 7 Ks, 2 walks. And then Maton, in 2/3 of an inning, gave up 2 hits but didn't give up a run. Webb, an inning, 3 hits, 2 runs. They're earned. And then Danny Palencia didn't retire a man. 2 hits, a run. See you later. Thanks for coming. And Michael Lorenzen tonight, 5 innings, 2 hits, 1 run. It's earned 7 Ks, 2 walks. And then they used 4 relievers to subdue the meek Chicago Cubs offense. Finally, our Studio 41 look ahead. Let me tell you what you're looking ahead to. Studio41.com, home design showroom. You're looking ahead to one more in Colorado tomorrow afternoon. And then you go to San Francisco, and then you come home, and the Rockies come here. Why should I think they're going to win any of those games? Because I don't believe it. They are awful. Cubs lose 3-2 again to the worst team in baseball. Frickin' pissed off. Take that.